A warm welcome to all my viewers. In our previous episodes, we met some of the most dangerous and impressive creatures on the planet. Today, we are at a place in Rani in Pathanamthitta district. This morning, I got a call from a lady here saying there was a snake in a yard. She lives in a tribal settlement on a plantation. This plantation is in a forest area. The snake first got into their goat shed, but then it crawled out and climbed up a tree in their yard. Seems it is now curled up on the top of a tree. I am on my way there. If I manage to catch him, it will be my 126th kingcobra. The rapid response team will be joining us. So before we head to meet our guest, we must first go to the Laha police station here in Rani. The officers of Laha station are here with us. We have reached Laha. Our private vehicles are not allowed inside the forest area. Only the forest office vehicles have access. Since it's quite an uphill ride and the terrain is rough, we will be going slow. As you can see, this road, you can't even call it a road. It's just a rugged path scattered with stones and gravel. You can see that the vehicle is rattling and shaking quite a bit. We have a few more kilometers to cover. Gosh, this place is really remote. It's more or less cut off from the outside world. Hardly any vehicles except for the forest range office vehicles. Imagine someone falling sick or having an accident. They have to wait for the range office vehicle to arrive. Well, we are almost there, the house where our guest is waiting. The officers here are saying that sometimes they come walking here. Imagine walking all this way and that too on this rough path. It's a back-breaking feat. And here I was complaining about traveling in a jeep. Shall we go meet and greet our guest? This is a tribal settlement here. It seems our guest had first climbed onto a coffee plant, but later he parked himself here. When people gather, kingcobras have a tendency to move higher and higher up on a tree. There were a couple of times when a kingcobra had perched really high up on a tree. Really high. Once at Ponmudi, a kingcobra had climbed atop a tree that was more than 60 feet high. Now to get this one down, it's not practical to climb up the tree, because each time I get close, he will move out of reach. Using a long club or stick will be the better option here. Our guest here is not very big. Looks about 5 years old. It's a female. This place is surrounded by a dense forest. I am happy that these people called me. Having him loose in this residential area is just not safe. Do you know that there have been no reports of any king cobra deaths in Kerala? We sometimes hear rumors of fatalities, but there are no official reports of deaths. But we all know that a king cobra bite results in almost instant death. So people are naturally scared. On top of that, people believe all kinds of baseless things. That a cobra spits and sprays venom. It does no such thing. An elderly lady here wants to know if it's true that a king cobra can swallow a goat. No, the goat is not its prey. Before I arrived, the people here were trying to keep our guest from coming down from the tree. That has made her really tense. She's a little stressed out from the experience. When a snake is tense, its body becomes hot. Since a snake is a cold-blooded reptile, it can die if its body becomes overheated. So let's try to cool her down a bit, make her calm. But first, let's give her a little water. We got a good look at her. Let's now get her back where she came from. But before that, let's see just how long she is. As I said, she's only about 5 years old. She's about 12 feet long. This is the king cobra's mating season. See, she's just not paying any attention to any of us. Almost as if she's unaware of our presence. She keeps looking in the same direction. Her tongue keeps darting out. These are classic mating signs. Her gaze is focused in that same direction. That means she senses the presence of a male king cobra somewhere. But please don't be alarmed. In case of any trouble, our forest officers are within call. They will come to your help right away. Time to safely tuck her into a sack and release her in the forest. She looks fine. When we took her down with the stick, she was not hurt in any way. But she does seem to be in the mood to strike. That's because of her raised body heat. When body heat rises, they become aggressive. They sense that they are in danger. This triggers a fight or flight response. So we will put her in a sack. We will wet the sack to keep her cool. Let's not waste any more time. We have a 2-hour-long rickety ride back. We are going back now. Our guest is here with us. The officers here are saying that she should be released somewhere up in Gevi where there is enough water. I doubt if we will be able to release her today. We will see what we can do. Goodbye to all my friends here.